This was my student question of the day for today. My answer I give now is different than the answer I would have given as a kid, right? As a child, I would have said, it's because that's what my parents said, that's what my pastor says, that's just the way I've grown up, that's what I've always been told. But as with most things, as we study in school and we learn for more information, our answer changes from that's what mom told me to that's what's true, right? We base things off experience, we base things off of evidence and reason. So I would say the same today. Why do I believe in God? I think that God is the best explanation for why things are the way they are. For me, that's based on 6 things. One, I think God is the best explanation for the beginning of the universe. Now, some might object right here and they say, wait, that's God of the gaps. No one knows how our universe came into existence. You are just inputting God in that space. That is not advancing our knowledge. I don't think that's true. What I'm saying is not that I don't know how the universe came into existence, therefore God must have done it. What we're saying is that we do know how the universe came into existence, and that God is the best explanation for it. For example, we know that time, space, and matter came into existence at some point in the distant past. So the cause of that has to be timeless, spaceless, and immaterial. We know details based on what we know about the beginning. Second thing, I think that God is the best explanation for design that we see. Right? When you walk down the beach and you see "I love you" written in the sand, it's not human of the gaps to say a human must have written it. You don't say, I don't know how it got here, so maybe human. We know that messages come from intelligent people. The water is not going to create that message. In the same way, we know that information comes from intelligence. Design requires a designer. So I think the design that we see in our universe is best explained by an intelligent designer, God. The third thing is I would say that God is the best explanation for objective moral values and duties. The fact that some things are actually wrong for all people is best explained by an objective lawgiver. I would say that God is the best explanation for how life came from non-life. It's the existence of consciousness. Number 5 is best explained by God. That it came from a conscious mind is what created our minds, rather than our consciousness came from non-conscious matter. But ultimately, believe in God because of the resurrection of Jesus. Right? The evidence for the resurrection to me is overwhelming, that Jesus lived, he died by Roman crucifixion, he was buried, his tomb was found empty, and many people believe to have experienced the risen Jesus afterwards and their lives were changed. I think this is best explained by the fact that Jesus actually rose from the dead. So why do I believe in God? I think he's the best explanation of why things are the way they are. And this is based on evidence. It's based on reason, and I trust in those things, just like the Apostle John and Luke mentioned in their Gospels, that these things are written so that you would believe. We trust in the things that we have good reason to believe are true.